Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Drizzy Drake, Iceman dropped. Everybody's telling me you gotta do make them pay. That's what we're gonna do. We got the full album reaction coming up, but right now we're gonna start it off with make them pay. Make them pay, Drizzy Drake. Let's see what Drake talking about, man. Iceman cometh. Iceman is out. Let's go. Shout out to Nisi. He got the free sample in the back. I think Mike Geronimo may have used that in the past too. That's that. Girl, I just want to be free. Shout out to Nisi, man. Yeah. Yeah. And shout to all the sweet things from Wilhelmina who tell me at the white party, Drake, I love the album, man. Shout out to all the sweet things up in Wilhelmina. Shout out to Wilhelmina Tings. Oh, he gonna be rapping on this. He gonna be rapping on it. Let me lock in. Hold on. I might have to put my glasses on for this one. I might have to lock in. Hold on. Where's my lyrics? Where's my lyrics? I'm trying to do it without the lyrics, but I might have to lock in here. Albany Marina, they done served us 100 subpoenas. I done got my S inside arenas like Gilbert Arenas. I remember lobster ravioli up at Serafina. Shout out Serafina. I was in a dream hotel before I was in the loop like Carabiner. Okay. Shout out to the sweet ting from Wilhelmina who tell me at the white party, Drake, I love the album, man. Well, I mean, you're kind of genius. Let's go, Drizzy Drake. Let's go, Drizzy Drake. Drizzy Drake is rapping, y'all. He rapping on this. I can already tell. I can already tell. Hold on. Party Drake, I love that album, man. Well, I mean, you're kind of genius. And like Dip said, they really mean it. Yeah, I need equals. LA love the sound. Ooh, I hurt. It hurts the way they paint me. I got a face the way they paint me, and it hurts me like the Philly Eagle. So he said he has to face the way that they're painting him. He, the way they're painting him in a light that he is not. They feel as though they're painting him in a bad light, but he's got a face. He has to take the hurt, like the Philly Eagle, Jalen Hurts, and Jalen Hurts paints his face. Jalen Hurts got the black paint underneath his eyes. I think that's what he's referring to there. It hurts. It's like the Philly Eagle, Jalen Hurts, and Jalen Hurts paints his face, and he said, "I have to face the way they paint me." Oh, he's at it already. He's at it already. Don't let them bars go over your head. Way they paint me, but it hurts just like the Philly Eagles. LA love the sound. I can play a show for 1,000,000 people. Don't be surprised you see the whole YM and CA just like the village people. The YM and CA. Don't be surprised if you see the whole YM in CA. If you see the whole Young Money in CA, which is California, like the village people. And the village people had that song, YMCA. This boy is rapping. Don't let the bars go over your head. Don't let the bars go over your head, huh? People, don't be surprised you see the whole YM, but I realize it's gotta get a little deeper. Other than me talking about the way I'm flipping dough like Little Caesars, I'm trying to catch one of you. And I realize as I'm getting older, perspective have to change. I gotta stop talking about how much dough I'm getting. That's the same thing Hope was on. I gotta stop talking about how I flip dough like Little Caesars. Little Caesars is the pizza franchise, and of course they use dough to make pizza. So he said, I gotta stop talking about that. I gotta, I gotta grow up, or not even say grow up. He's already grown up. Evolve, huh? Tab and Chanel, cause I do buy everything like I'm Middle Eastern. But I realize it's gotta get a little deeper. You quit walking all of that dish talking, kiddo, beat it. I'm supposed to be my brother's keeper, so don't make us hit another leader and shake my fucking hand in front of other people. Yeah, fuck. It ain't gonna be no more easy access. And don't try to hit me up. Try like how you used to do. Just hit my DM like, yo, let's talk. Nah, bro. Now you got to set a meeting up. Now I'm gonna start getting, you know what I mean? I'm gonna start going Beyonce on you. You got to set up a meet. You have to set a meeting up with me. It's not gonna be like before. I gave your boys easy access before, and y'all took advantage. That's basically what he's saying there. Other people, yeah, fuck the chatter. Since 2009, as I climb the ladder, they envy me like Nevada, but soon as you come into prison, y'all N-words run the hole for a second opinion. It basically saying y'all gotta check in with Jay-Z. I don't mind what we on a different level. We run the phones soon as you come into prison. My N-words run the phones, so you come into prison. Y'all N-words check with Hov for a second opinion. We getting in some Hov bars? Matter. My niggas run the phone soon as you check into prison. Your niggas running. How can you press the ignition and let some memories of the past affect your decision? I love you cause of the history, but if we being real, I can never forget you. It off, he said something about Hov, and then he went into You Never Call Me Back, but I guess Destiny's Written. Is that still connecting to Hov? Because Hov is with Beyonce, and Beyonce from Destiny's Child, Never Call Me Back. Or is he still talking about J. Cole? Because remember, J. Cole is the one who said he has spoken to Drake. I think he's talking about J. Cole, because he said y'all go to Hov for a second opinion, and then he stayed on that bar. So I don't think he's talking to Jay-Z. Let me hear that again. Past affected decision. I love you cause of the history, but if we being real, I can never forget you. Me, I stood 10 T's and accepted them. Love you cause of the history, but if we being real, I can never forget you. And you never called me back, but Destiny's Written. Yeah. For real. Fuck a big three anyway. There was too many chefs in the kitchen. It was a mess. That line right there lets you know we talking about J. Cole, because he said F a big three anyway. So he's continuing from the last conversation. Even though he didn't mention J. Cole's name, he lets you know he's talking about J. Cole. If you didn't think so, right now, you know he's talking about J. Cole because he said F a big three anyway. Okay, so he's talking about letting things of the past affect your decision. How can you press the ignition? Meaning, how can you start? When you started the battle, you pressed the ignition, and now all of a sudden you let some memory from the past affect your decision? Definitely talking about Cole. And then he said, I can never forgive you. Wow. I love you cause of the history, but if we being real, I can never forget you to begin with. Yeah. Woo. And now they got a new goal, and we gotta test the position. Damn, who is this guy for real? I guess a magician. Numbers on niggas who said they got billions. I got all the chains that they ever repped in Virginia. I got niggas' prized possessions. I get possessive on niggas. I think the billion streams thing is talking about when Spotify took away all those streams. He said he got number on N-words for, that said they got billions. I got your prized possessions. He said chains in Virginia. Only person I can think about is Pharrell, because I think he got Pharrell's chains. That's the only person I can think of. Got real numbers on niggas who said they got billions. I got all the chains that they ever dreamed, and that's dragging people in who don't want to get in between. Dog, I was Aiden Ross with streams before Aiden Ross Palestine, but apparently everything is in black and white and red and green. Damn. Ooh, There's a Khaled shot. There's a Khaled shot. I don't know whether there's any more, but there's a Khaled shot that Charlemagne was talking about. He basically said, you ain't said nothing about your people. You ain't said free Palestine yet. What's up? People that didn't want to get in between, that's probably talking about Khaled as well. He's addressing all drama. Talk to him. Never dream, and that's dragging people in who don't want to get in between. Dog, I was Aiden Ross with streams before Aiden Ross had ever streamed. Free Palestine, but apparently everything is in black and white and red and green. Man. Like shredded cheese, shredded cheese, grated, shredded cheese. I'm greater than everybody, like shredded cheese. Don't let the bars go over your head. Don't let the bars go over your head. And everything, I get impressive on niggas. I got problems with people who I would have never dreamed. And that's what I mean. The beef was fully live. You went halal and got on your deen. And your people are still waiting for a fader than everybody like some shredded cheese. I was in Hazleton at the one before I was in a loop like a set of keys. Out to Cherokee, the ass, and Sky Black, the goats, the ebony goats. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. Cherokee D and Sky Black in the building. Two legends. If you know, you know. Palestine, but apparently everything is in black and white and red and green. D and Sky Black, cause they was at my birthday when I was searching big. In the Bahamas is right next to Jordan, like I'm Lebanese. Like Lebanon is right next to Jordan, and he got a penthouse in the Bahamas right next to Jordan. I'm going to assume Michael Jordan. I'm going to assume it's Michael Jordan. Now the penthouse in the Bahamas is I'm right next to Jordan like I'm Lebanese. That's a double entendre. He's living next to Michael Jordan, right? And he is, Lebanon is next to Jordan. Okay? Don't let the bars go over your head. I was in a loop like a set of keys. Lebanese. And apparently niggas' souls is for sale like the 7 Seas. I gave you everything you ever need. But let me find out that Amex the only ones that credit me for making it dead to me. And that oh, hell no. Hell no. First the Amex line, let me find out Amex is the only one give me credit for making y'all something you could never be. That can apply to anybody who he brought up, who he helped prop up. That's not giving him credit. Rick Ross, maybe somebody more like Rick Ross. And then he said, my sixth sense is kicking in. Because all I'm hearing people is, I'm just hearing people that are dead to me. So my sixth sense, meaning his sixth sense, he's the king of the six. And my sixth sense, there was a movie called The Sixth Sense. And in that Sixth Sense movie, they heard the person was hearing dead people. And the other people, he's basically saying everybody else is talking about him. They're dead to him. They're not even on his level, so they're dead to him. Barring up. Yeah, Sky Black, cause they was at my birthday when I was searching big booty ebonies. Cheese. Now the penthouse in Bahamas is right next to Jordan like I'm Lebanese. But let me find out that Amex the only ones that credit me for making y'all everything you could. Rare receipts to let you know that everything that's said to me will forever be stored in my memory. I'm better off independent, they should let them leave.